Eu tô com a caixa amarrada.
Realmente, você vai responder, não é?
Okay, welcome everybody. We are here for lesson 46, and this is a good opportunity to see where your English is at. Se você é internet hoje, se você consegue acompanhar, então você é intermediário. Parabéns. Se não, parabéns em querer melhorar o seu inglês. Okay, here we go. Audio of lesson 46. First time, don't look. Right? Everybody except Lisangela knows. Everybody knows, but Lisangela, so first time, don't look. And is it you that has a problem? Somebody always looks.
Page.
Oh, he always
or
looks.
listen.
Huh?
Page.
Page. 69.
Listen for 6.
No.
And
No.
page.
Page for 6.
Lesson 46, page 69. Okay, here we go. Don't look.
Hey Matt, I couldn't find you last Friday. What happened?
I went to my uncle's house in the country. I stayed there for the weekend.
How cool. And what did you do?
We went fishing in the morning. In the afternoon, my cousins and I rode horses, and we all swam at the lake in the evening. At night, we ate fried fish and listened to country music.
But you don't like country music.
That's true. I didn't like it very much before, but now I'm starting to like it. My uncle gave me a good CD. We could listen to it together.
That's a good idea. I'd like to do that. How about next Friday? Hey Matt, I couldn't find you last
Okay, so first,
Friday. What happened?
what did you understand?
Yes.
Inglês e português, você
Huh?
fala inglês e português.
English.
He went to his uncle's country house
Okay.
and he listened
Good.
country music, but he didn't like it at all. Like
Okay, he didn't like it.
he ride a horse
Okay.
and he swam at a lake.
In that lake, okay. Hi.
That's all.
That's all. Anything else? Sir? Nothing? Did you listen?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so what do we know? What's the difference between hear and listen? Ouvir e escutar. What's the difference between ouvir e escutar? Yeah.
Escutar seria prestando atenção, escutar seria só. Ok.
Really hard, so they can hear it on the. That's really hard? That's still weak. Pretend you're angry. No, that's good. Okay. So, thank you. That's enough. Jeez, too much. Okay. So, is that listen or hear? Probably. Why? Why is it not listen?
O listen é para chamar atenção.
No, that's a good guess, but no. Good guess. Sorry?
O listen é para chamar atenção. Seria verbo ou não?
No.
Okay.
Listen é para...
It's not 100%, but in general, hear doesn't require effort. When she knocked, we heard it, We weren't trying to hear it. Okay? So they knock, then we listen. Then we listen. Hey, it's me. Okay? So here, if something happens, we hear it, then it doesn't require effort. If I'm listening, I'm trying to hear. And that's the difference. And that's why it's difficult, because in Portuguese we can say, what are you doing? Estou escutando música, estou ouvindo música, right? It can be both. But in English, what is it?
I'm listening to music.
I'm listening. And the other thing is to. Listen requires the preposition to when we say what it is. I'm listening to you, I'm listening to music, I'm listening to whatever, the TV. Okay, so listen needs to, hear doesn't. I hear you, not I hear to you, or I hear for you, or I hear, no preposition. Okay, so remember, hear doesn't require effort. Listen requires effort, and it requires, like this, it's good. And it requires the effort of putting to.
Okay.
Extra effort.
Okay.
What's t? I heard that. That was you, that was you. Vou fazer, coisa que eu sempre usou da Valkyrie, que ela faz. Parece ganso, essa coisa brasileira que fazem. Oh, você vai? Parece ganso. Okay, so para você? Okay, yes.
Effort is esforço.
Yes, that was what I was going to say next.
Eu ia perguntar também, que eu tava achando que eu achei legal.
No, I felt the waves coming from you. I knew you were going to ask. So effort is force. Okay, so does it require effort? I hear.
Agora fez mais sentido do que você
Well, then you need to ask sooner. O que eu falei?
Eu preciso perguntar o que é.
Sooner. O que é soon?
Soon.
Soon. Wait.
What's sooner?
Mais cedo.
Mais cedo. Então daí seria bom se você
Tô
I'm kidding, but seriously too.
fazendo um cara inteligente por enquanto. Você começa a perguntar.
Não,
se eu estaria mal nesse momento aqui, você tá
Nesse nível que estamos agora, a pior coisa que você pode fazer é aquela.
Entendeu, né, Alessio?
So this, yeah, that's terrible. So we need to. Okay. So let's listen again.
Matt, I couldn't find you last Friday. What happened?
No, not looking.
I went to my uncle's house in the country. I stayed there for the weekend.
Oh, cool. And what did you do?
We went fishing in the morning. In the afternoon, my cousins and I rode horses, and we all swam the lake in the evening. At night, we ate fried fish and listened to country music.
But you don't like country music.
That's true. I didn't like it very much before, but now I'm starting to like it. My uncle gave me a good CD. We could listen to it together.
That's a good idea. I'd like to do that. How about next Friday? Hey, Matt.
Okay. New things that you understood?
Fishing.
Fishing. Okay.
And we like baked fish. It's baked.
Baked. They bake the fish. Okay. What is bake? To bake.
Cozinha. Depois
Right?
To bake.
To bake is inside. So you open it, put it in. So no.
Assar.
That's bake. So on top is not bake.
Massa.
It's cook. Okay. Cook. Bake. Okay.
Now
Right. Yeah. Form.
he likes country music.
Now he likes country music. Why?
Because alguém não se play.
Sorry? I don't speak Portuguese. I only speak Portuguese when I want to. Someone gave him what?
A CD.
A CD. Someone gave him a CD. Who gave him a CD?
I don't remember.
His. Careful. What's this?
Oh,
What's this? Ankle. What's this? Uncle. What's the difference? Ankle? Uncle. De apple, ankle, uncle. How do you say tornozelo do meu tio?
My uncle's uncle.
Uncle's uncle é o tio do meu tio.
My
Ankle.
uncle's ankle.
My uncle's ankle. Everybody. My uncle's ankle. Everybody. Oh, wait. Everybody. My uncle's ankle.
My uncle's ankle.
Eu tô perguntando, é
Yes.
um K ou é um C lá no...
É um K.
Yeah, this is a K, this is a C.
Okay.
Ah, ok. Achei que era um LC, cara.
Eu também.
Seu gato, vou esquisitaço.
All right, here we go. Now let's look. Oh, he ride a horse. What does that mean? Andou? Is it?
Monta.
Well, monta. Yeah, tem gente que fala. Yeah. Yeah. Eu entrei nisso como aluno lá e eu aprendi tantas coisas sobre isso.
É porque aqui a gente usa o anda como, por exemplo, eu ando de cavalo,
Eu ando de
É.
bicicleta.
eu ando de bicicleta. A gente utiliza muito isso, entendeu?
No, I understand.
É a mesma
Montar a cavalo.
passado.
Quem foi bem chato com o português o tempo inteiro na aula disse que ia montar a cavalo. Ok, tudo bem. Okay. Road. Ride. Road. Ridden. Right? Road ridden. Ride is the past participle. I have ridden a horse. Okay, present perfect. I have ridden a horse. If it were, ele monta a cavalo, he rides. Okay? I ride, you ride, we ride, he rides, she rides, it rides.
Por que que tem aquele A?
A horse, good. How do you say? Tem o carro. Por que você tem lá? Não, por isso que eu coloco essa coisa de a car lá atrás, porque cada vez em português vai ter várias situações
Sim,
onde não
mas
precisa.
é no caso. Não, mas esse I have a car. Eu não estou falando que eu tenho um carro. Aí eu estou falando que eu estou andando em um cavalo, né? Seria?
Não, eu montei um cavalo.
Ah, seria assim, mas isso.
Yeah, porque em inglês muito mais precisamos do artigo que precisa. Por isso que eu tenho um carro, não dá para dizer I have car. Tem que ter o artigo. I have a car, the car, one car. Good question. Good job. Okay, other questions? Swam in or at a lake. What's the difference between in or at a lake?
Dentro,
Dentro, ok. Ou não. Se eu falar eu nadei no lago ou dentro do lago, tem a diferença? Em inglês tem.
ele vai imaginar aqui em
It
inglês.
seems like you swim in a pool in the lake.
Not in the lake, at the lake. So at the lake, so here's the lake. We're having a picnic. This is my truck. This is my truck. I don't know why it looks like that. This is my truck, right? In the back, I put water, and I'm swimming in the back of my truck at the lake. So remember, at is the place. At school.
Okay.
Remember, at the restaurant. At the restaurant is anywhere. It could be on the patio. It can be up above in a veranda or whatever. At the restaurant is anywhere. In the restaurant is specifically inside.
Okay.
So if I say he swam in the lake, we're saying specifically inside. So much more used would be in the lake than he swam at the lake. Okay? But if you say he swam at the lake, it's understood that he swam in the lake. He didn't bring his terrible truck and swim in the truck at the lake.
Se fosse swam na palma do lake.
in Lake Palmas.
Lake Palms.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he swam in Lake Palmas, yeah. So what's used more is in. He swam in the lake. He swam in the river. He swam in the sea. If you say he swam at the sea, same kind of thing. Could be he's at the hotel. So, you know, we have those fancy hotels. This is the ocean. And then this is the hotel. And they have a pool. And you're swimming in the pool at the ocean. Right? So you're not swimming in the ocean. It's possible. If you use at, it's possible. If you use he's swimming in the ocean, 100% sure he's inside the ocean. Okay?
Then at is used to express something near, next to the place.
I would say at the location, because it can be the location itself or anything around it. So if I say, for example, we have a kid who's waiting for their parents. Okay? So the parent calls and says, "Where's my kid?" And we could say, no, that's bad. Let's say we call the parents, right? And because the kid isn't here yet, we say, "Where's the kid?" And they say, "He should be at the school." So it could be inside, or it could be in front, could be in back, it could be right here, okay? Or if they say he's in the school, it's inside the walls. So at could be the place or the area around it that's still considered part of it. So then the example that I use is restaurant, where if I'm getting to the restaurant, I call my friend calls and says, "Where are you?" Then I can say I'm at the restaurant, but I'm not in the restaurant, right? So, or if I'm, have to have the patio, especially here in Palmas where it's hot, there's a patio outside, but it's part of the restaurant. So if I'm sitting at the patio and someone calls, "Where are you?" "Oh, I'm at the restaurant." I won't say I'm in the restaurant, because I'm not. I'm not inside, I'm at the area of the restaurant. Good question. Used. Yeah, not use it.
Used.
Everybody, used.
Used.
Do you have a question? Or are you just pointing to the symbol?
Yeah, can I use by, like in front of?
So what's by? What does by literally mean?
I don't know, like,
Yeah, okay, we have, so prepositions are crazy, right? Prepositions are crazy. Por is one use. I'm going by car. I vote G, por or ao lado. Right?
Yes.
By, ao lado, perto. So you could
so
say,
I can say, I'm swimming by the ocean.
by the ocean. Then that gives the idea probably of this.
Yes.
You're not at the ocean, but you're by, sure. I'm taking pictures by the ocean. Very common, by the ocean. Yeah, good.
Makes sense to use next by.
Okay, so then we get into near, by, or nearby. So we have three there. Near, by, or nearby is a possibility. And then close again, close to. So close needs to, but it means it's the same thing. It's near. It's near, it's close. If you say, "Where are you?" "I'm close." That's fine. I'm close to you. If you say what it is, same thing, listen. I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm near you. I'm close to you. Right? Do you agree?
Are they synonyms?
Synonyms, yep, absolutely.
Both?
All three. Well, all four if you count near, by, close to, nearby. Which is one word. It can be one word. Okay, let's repeat. Is that behind? Ready? Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Everybody, hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I couldn't find you last Friday.
I couldn't find you last Friday.
What happened?
What happened?
Any questions? Okay, we'll go through vocabulary after. I went to my uncle's house in the country.
I went to my uncle's house in the country.
How do you say tornozelo?
Ankle.
Ankle. Good. My uncle's house. Ugh. Uncle. I stayed there for the weekend.
I stayed there for the weekend.
How cool.
How cool.
And what did you do?
And what did you do?
We went fishing in the morning.
We went fishing in the morning.
In the afternoon, my cousins and I rode horses.
In the afternoon, my cousins and I rode horses.
Rode horses.
Rode
horses. So remember, this is the importance. R and H. R, R, H, H, or nothing. Because if you switch those, we hoed horses. And doesn't work. Rode horses. Good. And we all swam in the lake in the evening.
And we all swam in the lake in the evening.
Didn't we, in the other module, do parts of the day? We did, right?
Yes,
Okay.
in the first.
At night, we ate fried fish and listened to country music.
At night, we ate fried fish and listened to country music.
Okay, I heard country. No.
No.
Country.
No. Please, no. Cow is dinosaur.
Giraffe. Well.
Moo.
I know.
Okay, now it's a cow. So,
Yeah.
cow, if you say country, eu sei que tem vaca no campo, mas não tem nada a ver, country, okay? And nothing nada a ver country too. Country. Country. How do you say this word? Delicious. Everybody, delicious.
Delicious.
How do you say this word? This is the worst one. Famous.
Famous.
Fake Mouse and Mickey Mouse. É o ratinho famoso, right? Famous.
Famous.
Famous. Okay? Almost all O-U-S is and not ow. Famous, delicious, gracious. I forgot the rest. Okay. But you don't like country music.
Country music.
That's true.
That's true.
I didn't like it very much before.
I didn't like it very much before.
Notice, not I didn't like very much, because like is medroso. I didn't like it, the music, very much before. But now I'm starting to like it.
But now I'm starting to like it.
Not, but now I'm starting to like, right? Medroso means the it. I like it, the music. We could listen to my new CD together.
We could listen to my new CD together.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I'd like to.
I'd like to.
How about next Friday?
How about next Friday? Question.
Yes.
Country is not ice. Ice.
Country is also, yes, because we like to not make you learn a lot of words. So one word has many meanings. Right? Country, país, country, campo, country, interior, country music, música ruim. Yep, tem todos esses sentidos. Okay, so. Ooh, that's good.
What's that?
Oh, you'll see.
No.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, so we have bake and we have
Cook.
fry have cook. Okay? Cook is everything. This meat isn't cooked. Okay? It's raw. What's raw?
Cru.
Cru. This meat is raw, it's not cooked. Okay? But bake is specifically inside fried fish, right? We ate fried fish. To fry, fritar, fried fish, peixe, frito. We ate fried fish. E tem aquela coisa, salmão, smoked, uma das melhores coisas que eu já fiz na minha vida. Aquele,
Defumado.
yeah, that's it. Defumado, salmão defumado. Nós pegamos, meus avós moravam no oceano, numa ilha lá. Daí nós pegávamos fresco, o salmão, meu pai colocava para defumar. Lá tem aqueles memes, antigamente antes de meme, eles fizeram cartoons, não sei se você conhece. Aí eles pegavam uma coisa com salmão assim, é realmente fumado, salmão fumado.
It's delicious. Delicious.
Delicious. Super delicious. Oh, another thing. Super, right? You guys put super baby, super everything, right? We have a term that we use, maybe you've heard of it. Uber. Uber comes from German and we say uber delicious. Muito antes de Uber, o aplicativo teve Uber para super em inglês. E vem agora
Eu não
não.
uso muito mais.
Well, I do. Não, eu acho que não, mas eu estou aqui 6 anos, talvez Deus conheceu.
Já eliminaram essa palavra.
A gíria que eu estava usando, nem sei se eles Okay, no, I think they still use it. So I'll ask my sister. I'll call my sister and say, hey, do you say Uber? All right.
You have until 9:30 or 9:40, okay?
9:20?
9:30 or 40.
So 9:40, right? What did I do with my notes?
It's under
Oh, but I want in case there's something missing. Okay. So, remember we talked about parts of the day. Parts of the day. When do you eat breakfast? Alessio, when do you eat breakfast?
in the morning.
Alessio, que se Alessio Deutsch pode? So let's, Alessio, Jessica, Luiz, Sofia, this guy.
A gente tem que se
Eu
controlar.
tenho tantos nomes para ele. Ali,
É porque eu achei que
Ingrid, Isângela, AC. Agora você é AC, porque ele não consegue ficar com o crachá. And fur. So,
não cola em mim, não colei ele aqui.
and so each time you need to show it, because I don't know your name. So, when do you eat breakfast?
When
Do you eat breakfast?
breakfast. In the morning.
I don't know. You don't know? In the morning?
Então, nossa,
Do I eat in the morning? Help, I don't know. Yes, good. You eat breakfast in the morning. What do you do in the afternoon? What do you do in the afternoon? Okay, so what does to have lunch mean? What does to have lunch mean? Literally, to have lunch. Almoçar. So I said, o que você faz à tarde? Você falou almoçar. Almoço, right? So, who? I have lunch, right? Okay, so that's a better answer than to have lunch. Okay, good. Não, because to have lunch is infinitive. É infinitivo, é almoçar. Então, se eu falar, o que você faz? Almoçar. Right? Não, eu almoço. Or some other form like that. Ele almoça. Okay. When, let's see, AC. When did you get here? When did you get here today?
I get here 8 o'clock.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock.
Good. At 8 o'clock.
You see the time?
So, get. Se eu falar assim, quando que eu chego? Eu chego às 8, right?
I have been here.
Okay? I have been here. Oh, good. Oh, good. I've been here since 8 o'clock.
Or I got here.
Or I got here. Good. So, mas são as duas coisas. Eu cheguei ou eu estou aqui desde. Very good. Yeah, both have the same meaning. Very good. Both are usable. When did we start? Not time. What part of the day did we start this class? Ollie, what part of the day did we start this class? In the morning. Which morning? Which morning? Yesterday morning?
Late morning.
Huh?
I can't understand.
Saturday.
morning.
Saturday morning or this morning. Usually we don't say Saturday morning if it's this today. We would say this morning. But it's true, Saturday morning or this morning. So not today morning. Beijinho.
Oh, no.
Let's see, how could I do this? Eu não quero dar a resposta, mas eu... Let's see.
Amanhã você já tem a resposta fácil.
When were you here yesterday? When were you here last? Yesterday. When were you here at the school last? Yesterday. What's last? Último. Último.
Repete de novo.
When were you here at the school last? Yesterday. Vai ter mais?
I play game.
Okay, you play games, but when? When were you here last? Yesterday. Do you understand the question? Quando você estava aqui por último ontem? Que parte do dia?
Agora sim. Eu não entendi.
Yeah, it's hard to try it.
Eu tinha entendido assim, qual foi a última vez que você esteve aqui na escola?
Que foi poderia?
Administrative.
Yeah, mas poderia ser a mesma resposta que é?
Caramba.
Nope.
Calma.
Muita pressão.
Não é caramba.
I got here.
Okay.
I got here right.
Night. What night? Tomorrow night? Tonight?
Isso.
Vai, você vai. Você consegue, vai.
Last night.
Everybody. Last night, right? So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 that don't follow the pattern. What's the pattern? Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, and then last night, hoje de manhã,
Então eu estava aqui na última vez.
this morning, this morning, this afternoon, tonight. 4 that don't follow the pattern. Last night, this morning, this afternoon, tonight. Okay? Okay. Let's see it. Let's see, Sophia wants to talk. So, Sophia, nós vamos viajar na sexta que vem ou na quinta que vem?
We're going to travel.
Nós vamos ver na semana que vem ou mês que vem.
Não, na sexta ou na quinta? Na quinta e na sexta.
Muito fácil, muito fácil.
Quando não é clear. We're going to travel next Thursday or next Friday.
Yes. We're going to travel next Thursday or next Friday. Next Thursday, next Friday. How did you say the night of yesterday? How do you say the night of yesterday?
Last night.
Last night, okay. How do you say? Só que isso aqui é muito engraçado quando tem gente fazendo
Por
assim.
que que eu tô lembrando disso?
Para
me ensinar.
Eu ia explicar agora, pode? Não, sabe que na política tem pessoas que fazem assim, sabe?
Just remember loser.
Porque é loser. Nos Estados Unidos, se você fizer assim, é perdedor. Loser.
Ah, é?
Mas é então é propriedade.
Mas aqui é
You're a
leste.
bull.
Okay, so,
Everyone thinks it's loser. It's loser. Here
No, but-
too.
there's a red group that does a lot of this. Anyway, so, last night, right?
It's loser too.
Next week, or next Thursday, how do you say quinta passada?
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday. So, what is passada?
Last.
Usually, in this case, it's last, right? But usually it's past. No passado, right? Past. So we don't use passado, we use último. Last night, last week, last month, last year, tudo last. Everything, all of it is last, not past. Okay? Last night, last week, last year.
I thought it was a delta right here on Thursday.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Hopefully. E quando esse past não usa.
Well, I lived in Seattle in the past. No passado.
Ah,
Okay?
no passado.
Good thing.
É.
Yep. E tem algumas situações, meus amigos passados, my past friends, é mais formal, menos
Amigos
usado.
do passado, né?
Well, yeah, não, vamos entrar nisso. Yeah. Pode ser traduzido sim.
Yes. Mas pode ser left friends.
Não, os últimos amigos. Aí, last friends, é sempre que você não tem mais, os últimos que saíram, seria esse povo ali. Okay. So, we talked about music and the audio. How do you say tocar? Música.
Play.
Is that the only meaning of play?
Nope.
No.
What else do we have?
Jogar.
Brincar.
Ah,
Yep. Okay, they're all play. We were playing music while the kids played games and we played soccer.
yeah.
That was just off the top of my head.
What about play a role?
How would you translate that?
Fazer. Interpretar.
Interpretar. Okay, let's do that too. Play a role, that's good. That's why I let you come. Okay, so what's your favorite, Ingrid, what's your favorite kind of music? I don't speak Portuguese. Only when I
My
want to.
favorite music is
Brazilian funk? No?
indie.
Indie. Oh, that's right. Indie. Yep. Yeah. Indie music. It's some of my favorites. Indie music. What's your favorite music?
Electronic.
Sorry? Electronic? So you like to dance? Okay.
House music.
All right. Very good. What if I want to say this?
What's your favorite song?
Right? Does everybody know that? What's the difference between music and song?
Music is general.
Music is a type of songs. Agree. Like pop music.
Type, or when we want to be fancy, we say genre.
Genre.
A genre of music. That's because you're not fancy. So a genre, a type, or when we talk about, I hear music, right? When we talk about music in general, or when we talk about types of music. Country, Brazilian funk, brega. So those are kinds of music. Country, did I say country? Yeah, I said
Yes.
country. Because I really don't like country. Okay.
How genre metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy, now heavy. Heavy metal. Heavy metal, yep. There's heavy metal, there's
Pop music.
hard, so hard rock and heavy metal, they're similar.
Tudo pra não pensar em inglês.
Good. That word is English. You're in the right place.
Não existe, não existe, né? Porque eu tô tentando abrasileirar o inglês. Grunge metal, metal, new metal.
Não, você agora está entrando na minha área é mais indie. Eu sei que tem garage, garage indie, tem indie pop, tem indie folk. Se você falar de indie, eu sei mais de metal. Olha o meu cabelo, olha o seu. Aí você é mais metal.
Because why the metal?
Why metal?
Metal.
Because it's hard. It's hard. É duro, é forte. Essa música é I think, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Porque já falou, porque madeira não faz muito sentido. É música madeira. Não é muito forte, não. Ok. All right. It's good. That's a good question, though. Kind of. Let's see, what else do we have here? Eu não gostei da música. Let's see. Jess? I don't like music. What does I don't like music mean? Oh, Jessica, sorry. So, nós vamos. É difícil, mas eu vou esperar ela responder, vou tentar ela ajudá-la a fazer. Aí eu vou chamar ajuda. Eu tenho duas alunas do Matona que. Eu já falei isso umas 10 vezes. Eles querem ajudar tanto. Eu não gosto de música, right? So how would you say? Eu não gostei da música. Okay. When do we use does? He, she, it in the present. Remember when we talked about o que você comprou? Remember? How would you say? O que você comprou? Vou ajudar. What? What Do you buy, right? What does this mean? O que você compra? O que você comprou? O que nós vamos mudar? What are we going to change the main verb? Vai ser como o português, mudar o verbo principal, ou nós vamos mudar o verbo auxiliar? What did you buy? Okay, so we change the auxiliary verb and we leave the main verb in peace.
É o mesmo verbo? É igual?
Why?
Pro passado, é?
Right? Okay. Why? Because we changed this to the past.
Mas muda só esse. Aí já...
Isso seria a melhor
Aí na
coisa que você
afirmação vai
aprendeu.
mudar o
We
verbo.
need to
Yes.
change both.
We don't change both. We only change one verb.
Ah,
So, to answer, eu comprei sapatos.
você fala sapatos.
Okay, well, to there, until there. I
I buy. Comprei.
bought.
Aí é verdade. Ah, tá, então é nessa hora.
So, here, there is no auxiliary verb. There's no auxiliary verb, so this goes to the past. If there's no auxiliary verb, we change the main verb. If there's no auxiliary verb, we change the auxiliary verb. So, eu não gostei da música.
I didn't.
Good. Tem mais?
Didn't like.
Good. Uh-huh.
He didn't like the music.
Okay. And if it's música here, I forgot to put song is simples canção. So if I say eu não gostei da música, daquela música, querendo dizer canção, como é que fica? Jessica too.
I didn't like this song.
Yeah. Okay.
Então, so
I feel like
It hurts.
É o mesmo, é? Tá falando brasileiro.
eu tô querendo falar então need, mas tá me soando tão estranho.
não precisa.
It's good. Eu preciso-
Agora, foi bom que você falou certo, foi ruim que você achou estranho.
I don't need. I didn't like the type music.
The type of music?
Also,
Yeah, if you're talking about, yeah. So I went to a party. I didn't like the kind of music, the type of music.
This type music.
This type of.
Uh,
So everybody, this kind of music.
This kind of music.
Kind of music. Tipo de música. Type of music. Everybody, type of music.
Type of music.
Tipo de música, same thing. Or genre of music. Everybody, genre of music.
Genre of music.
Genre.
Genre.
O que é
Genre. Genre.
Ah,
Gênero de música e não de pessoas.
Say that. Bot.
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 Caraca.
Bot.
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 Okay, so Lascaux.
eu já ia perguntar como é que faz você se lascou. Porque a gente usa essas coisas estranhas aqui, né?
Use triggers.
Fur. No, Luis. Sorry, Luis's turn. A maioria das músicas foram boas. So here, I'm going to tell you. So, how about here? Músicas foram boas. So while you think, enquanto você pensa, quem pode ajudar com a maioria das?
The most of songs.
The most part of.
Okay. No, and this is important. The most é o mais ou a mais, não a maioria. Okay? So, the most the most delicious thing in the world is a chocolate donut. The most delicious thing in the world. The bigger part is comparative, not o mais, é mais do que outro. So, the more delicious donut, so a chocolate donut is more delicious than a cream-filled donut. So more is comparative, most is extreme, okay? So the most delicious. It means o mais delicioso é delicioso. So it doesn't mean a maioria das, okay? So the tendency is to try to translate the most, but it's just most of the without the. The most is to say, so for example, Betinho is the craziest student in the class. Betinho is the craziest student, right? So crazy doesn't have most, craziest. Because crazy, crazier, craziest. Okay, if we were to say he is the most intelligent student, then it would be the most intelligent.
The most is the only one.
Is the highest or the lowest. The worst, for example, the worst student or the most intelligent, or usually they're not the same. Okay, so
Can I use would most?
would most? Why would? Oh, ia? Because of ia?
Push it.
Well, maior is bigger, then it would have to be would bigger, and that doesn't.
Would be.
No. It's a good idea, but. Always thinking, I like that, always thinking. Okay, so, a maioria das, no the. Most of the. Good. No, because we're here, músicas, right? So se for músicas, então é canções individuais. I was good. It was good. Songs were good. So when we have I was, he was, she was, it was, all the rest are were. You were, they were, we were.
Tá, mas se ele está usando o it was, por que ali está usando were?
So it's the same thing like eu como, eles comem. Essa é a conjugação diferente. Acho que vocês perderam aquela aula 29.
A gente volta uma aula.
Yeah, foi. Yeah. Você ia saber. So, yeah.
Eu não tinha visto isso não.
No, because it was in that class. Yeah.
A gente voltou um dia.
Yeah, it was the end of the last semester.
Você tem que trabalhar
Yeah, that's what everybody learns every year. Conjugations of to be. Okay. So, most of the songs were good, mas nem todas. Ali? That would be a direct translation. Elas, but not all of them. Not all. And we usually don't say not all of them. We say, but not all of them. All of them. Not all of them. Eu quero comprar balas. Ou doce. Eu quero.
No, I can say
Oh, okay, I said food. I was like, no, it's present.
no.
I know. Oh, for who? Gotcha. What is it? For? I don't know. Eu quero comprar balas.
I want to buy candies.
So, in the United States, candy is usually used as uncountable. I want to buy candy. Only if you're talking about specific Kit Kat, Twix. What else? Huh? Portobello. What else is there? Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Okay, so then you would talk about different kinds of candy, different candies. Then it's okay, but in general we use candy. So I would like, or I want to buy candy. What about esse café é muito doce? Esse?
This coffee is very sweet.
Sweet, yes, good. This coffee is very sweet. In England, candy is sweets. Okay? But that's in England. So if they say sweets, we say candy.
Qual que era a frase, galera, que era pra ela falar?
Esse café é do dela?
É.
Esse café é muito doce.
Ah.
Esse café
Você não vai corrigir, não?
Huh?
Você não vai corrigir, não?
Well,
Seria demais, né?
Well.
it depends. If you want it to be very sweet, it's good, right? Oh, this coffee is very sweet. I love sweet coffee. But if it's, oh, this coffee is too sweet, then so there's a situation where candy
Depende de quem tá
too.
tomando, né?
Huh?
Depende de quem tá tomando.
Exactly, and that's why variant two depends on you. Variant two depends on you. I have a little t-shirt. Falando nisso, eu já mandei 5 designs de t-shirts que eu vou vender no canal. Pode comprar diretamente do canal.
Eu aceito, mãe.
Huh?
And you'll give
As soon as you pay, yeah. Okay. So that's exactly right. Something that is very sweet to me could be too sweet to you. Something that is American coffee. Oh, it's very good. Oh, it's too terrible. Most Brazilians don't like American coffee. So, yeah, it's very subjective. Nós deveríamos comprar algo para nossos amigos.
We should buy something for our friends.
We should buy something for our friends. Very good. Isso não vai me ajudar a pagar. We should buy something for our friends, right? Deveria. What does should mean?
Deveria.
In some cases it's deve. It could mean devia or deveria. We should buy something for our friends. We should buy something for our friends, or a native speaker would probably say, we should buy our friends something. We should buy our friends something. When I was learning Portuguese, eu tentava traduzir direto, falava,
Ao contrário.
eu vou comprá-lo algo. Right? I will buy you something. In English you can say, mas em português eu vou comprar algo para você. Agora eu ouvi que tem gente que fala assim, eu vou comprar algo, não comprar, mas te comprar algo. Alguma coisa assim que não é certo, mas se eu tivesse falado para essa pessoa, teria dado certo. So, I'm going to buy you something. Mas cuidado se você falar I'm going to buy you, significa?
Vou comprar você.
Vou comprar você. So, I'm going to buy you a hat. I'm going to buy you a keychain.
Nossa,
Hã?
eu disse nossa. Fazer um prato cozinha.
Alright. Vou comprar um presente para meu chefe, Alessio.
I'm going to buy
Agora tá tranquilo, ficando, né?
presente para o meu chefe.
I'm going to buy
I'm going to buy a present or a gift. Gift is more formal for my boss. Okay? Or I'm going to buy my boss a present. I'm going to buy my boss a present. Is also possible. So remember, buy, when we have buy, we use for. When we have buy, we use for. So now I'm going to buy a present to my boss. I'm going to buy a present to you. So I'm like, yeah, everybody is. Very, very unique. É melhor comprar um presente bom, Jéssica. É melhor comprar um presente bom. Good. Usually, when we have melhor, usually we say better, right? But best in this situation is okay. It can be better or best in this sentence. But what's the difference between better and best?
yes.
Okay, so I'll talk about better and best. Anybody know what this is? This is the it marker. Okay? It's the only thing it does because it's very common to forget it. It's very common. So a única coisa que eu faço com esse pincel é colocar it. Okay? So it's best or it's better. So what's the difference between better and best?
Better é melhor, best é o melhor.
Very good. Very good, right? So better. So we can say she's better at soccer than him, which I'm sure is true. Yeah. Parece uma daquelas que é tão, sabe, assim é tudo, mas como chega. Tudo sai assim. Okay, so she's better than him at soccer, but she's the best at soccer in the room. So better, two things, comparing two, right? Best is the best out of all of them. 3 or more usually. Tá certo. of saying that? Yeah. Well, how do you say tá certo?
Okay.
That's
Vai
right.
That.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's okay? Tá tudo bem. Okay. No, tá certo. That's right. That's right. Okay. That's right. It's right is okay. Remember, what's the difference between it and that when we say it's a lot or that's a lot? It's possible, but that can be it too.
Okay.
That can be it too. What's the difference? It and that? Remember we talked about money? $20. It's not a lot. Or $20. That's not a lot. What's the difference? That is more emphatic. That's not a lot. That's a lot. Right? So it is just normal. That is more emphasis. That's a lot of money. Or a lot of, is how we would say it. That's a lot of money. So like in the United States, when the lottery goes up to $450 million, $500 million, that's a lot of money. So that is a little bit more emphatic. O que aconteceu?
Não precisa você responder ou não.
No, exactly. It's fur.
What happened?
Good. Now you say it. See how that works? I say fur, then you say the answer.
I'm sorry. I thought that was for everyone.
Nothing's for everyone. That's communism. That's socialism. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so, what was it again? What was it? O que aconteceu?
O que eu falei?
I suppose.
O que era pra eu falar? Eu esqueci. O que aconteceu? O que aconteceu? What happened?
Let me help you with what you said. What
Yeah.
happened? What happened? Okay? Now, if I come in here and everybody's on the floor, dead, I can say, what happened?
Or I can run. That's good.
That was good. I didn't need to call you for that one. That was good. Or I can say, what's happening? So if it's in the moment, I can say, what's happening? Or I can say, what happened? I can use what happened if it's happening now, or because it's something in process. But what happened then would be, or what's happening is what's going on right now.
Okay.
So to happen is what?
Viu? Dessa vez foi pra todo mundo.
To happen, acontecer. To go on, the phrasal verb also means acontecer. What's going on? What are you doing? What's going on? What's happening? O que está acontecendo? Eu vou viajar para Londres. Luiz.
I'm going to travel to Londres.
How do you say Londres?
Não sei como é que fala Londres.
London. London. No. London. Yep. I'm going to travel to London. Espero, Betinho, espero que o tempo esteja bom. Wait. Wait for me or wait for esperar?
Try
É
again.
preto de espera.
Os dois. Espera que eu vou pensar.
Espere que o tempo vai ficar o quê?
Eu espero que o tempo esteja bom.
Ah, tá. I wait.
Difícil.
That times stay good.
Então você tem duas escolhas para esperar e duas escolhas para time, você errou nas duas.
Oi?
Yeah.
Acertou bem.
Teve 50% de chance em cada um e pega o zero de... What is esperar? Who can help? Esperar, Angela?
Hope.
Hope. Okay? Eu espero que alguma coisa aconteça. I wait, no. So, what's the difference? Esperar or esperar de esperança? Esperar de esperança. Esperar de... Yes.
In this phrase, can I
Sentence.
can I expect? Can I use expect? Like I was expecting.
Okay, so put a pin in that. Sabe essa expressão? Sabe quando você coloca alguma coisa, tem um quadro lá e você coloca
Marcador.
É isso é pin em inglês. Nós falamos put a pin in that, ou seja, guarda isso daí, eu vou falar depois.
Okay.
Okay, put a pin in it, we'll talk about that. That's a good question. Okay, so to hope, to wait. Hope, esperança, wait, assim. So, espero que alguma coisa aconteça is going to be hope. I hope. What about time? What are the two meanings of time?
Where?
Huh?
Oh, falei inglês. Sorry.
Yeah, time is not weather. Tempo, agora se colocar tempo e o sentido de tempo é weather, mas time não tem nada a ver com weather.
Mas não era esse o sentido da frase?
Yes, but I asked what are the two meanings of time?
Ah, tá. Clima,
Time tem nada a ver com clima, é isso que eu estou tentando dizer.
Sorry.
Tempo, vez. I went to Porto 3 times last week. I went to Porto 3 times last week. Tempo e vez. So, nessa frase de eu espero que o tempo esteja bom, por isso que eu falei. Você falou wait, mas é I hope that, aí você falou time, mas time.
É tempo de horas.
Tempo de horas, thank you. Yes. So time would be o tempo vez. When we have, so time here, now.
Weather.
Thank you. Now weather. Tempo de chuva, tempo de sol, and weather.
Como se fosse um clima, lembra?
Yeah, but what's the difference between weather and climate?
Ah, chuvoso, tal, seria isso? Não. Sol.
Usually climate is long term, de longo prazo. Like almost is hot, right? Not just today. It's not every time. Toda vez, você fala every time. All the time. Right? Porque time de vez é contável. Time de tempo é incontável. So all the time. Everybody, all the time.
All the time.
All the time significa o quê? Todo o tempo e não toda vez.
Portuguesa brasileira.
It's not easy to be bilingual, okay? It's not. It's so hard to be bilingual.
Se você fosse perguntar para alguém assim, quanto tempo tem tempo?
Quanto tempo tem?
O tempo.
Você diria isso?
A pegadinha.
É uma pegadinha antiga, quando eu era pequeno, meus pais falavam isso.
Tipo das 3 árvores.
Quanto tempo tem?
É, o tempo perguntou pro tempo quanto tempo tem o tempo.
It's a
O
tongue
tempo
twister.
não, o tempo pergunta pro tempo, quanto tempo tem? O tempo respondeu pro tempo, que o tempo, tem tanto tempo, quanto tempo você tem? Todo mundo sabe isso?
Todo mundo não.
Eu não sei
Tem
quando
pelo menos 2 americanos que não sabem. Eu garanto que tem mais um americano que nunca ouviu isso. So, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. So, why would you ask that anyway? Nursery rhymes.
Por que você falaria 3 árvores na linda? Eu vou ver 3 árvores.
Because you can see 3 trees on Thursday. You can't ask the weather.
Por que você não pode perguntar pro tempo?
Você fala com o tempo, então você tem mais problema do que eu.
Eu falo com árvores e você fala com...
Não, eu não falo com árvores, eu vejo árvores. Você já viu 3 árvores na sua vida? Já. Você já falou com o tempo, então tem outra coisa que eu estou pensando.
Eu falo
Just kidding. Okay. Here we go. Olhe ao redor.
É pra eu brigar comigo de novo.
Well, I don't want you to say anything, I just want you to...
Se ele não olhar pra ninguém, erra todo mundo.
Look around.
I was giving you time to think, but apparently you don't want to think. So, olhe ao redor. Look around. What's around? Redor, or cerca, right? So I can say, there is a spirit around her, right? There's a happy spirit around her. Ao redor, cercando. Okay, so that's what around me. That's why I can say, we were in class for around 5 hours. What does that mean? We were in class around 5 hours. Right? Mais ou menos. And it's one of the actual uses of mais ou menos is not more or less 5 hours. We say around 5 hours, about 5 hours, cerca, ou ao redor, em torno de, right? So, look around. It was meant to be deep, like, look around you. And take it in. Como eu chego lá? This is review. Como eu chego lá? AC.
Sorry.
Nope, not sorry.
Can you repeat this?
Como eu chego lá? Eu preciso ir para Detran. How do you say Detran?
Tô pensando aqui. How I can get there.
So close. If I say, I can get there, is that a question or a statement? I can get there. I would say, eu posso ir.
It's a question.
Eu posso ir.
I can go.
I can go. Eu posso ir. I'm saying I can go. Can I go, right? So how? Como eu chego lá? How?
I get there.
Você tinha falado how I can get there, right? Just how can I?
It's a question.
Eu não falei depois, não.
No, how I can. But it's how can I, right? So, how can I get there? Perfect.
It just says how do I get there.
As I was about to say, how do I get there is number 2. So, how can I get there? How do I get there? Okay? Eu vou visitar meus parentes. Good. That's self-control. I love it.
And you will go to visit.
I'm going to.
No, I will go or I will.
I'm going to visit my relatives. Very nice.
Eu queria alguém que não ia saber, por isso eu ia chamar alguém que eu sabia que não sabia.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
Take it away.
going to visit my how do you say pais? Parents. How do you say parentes? Relatives. Porque são relativamente bons, right? Comparado com outros. Ou relativamente ruim. So parents is a false card name, false friend. Parentes is not parents. Well, pais são parentes, mas não é isso que geralmente você quer dizer, né?
Então, I'm going to visit my parents or relatives.
Não.
Ou só
Ou um outro.
Ou um outro.
So,
Meus pais parentes.
parentes, how would you say? Vou visitar meus parentes.
I'm going to visit my relatives.
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 Everybody, relatives.
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 Okay? Não, eu vou visitar meus pais.
I'm going to visit my parents.
My parents.
Parents.
Como é que se diz par? De um par. Pair. Você tem quantos pais? Geralmente você começa com quantos pais? Não, porque às vezes eu pergunto quantos pais você tem e a pessoa fala nenhum.
Okay.
Right? So you start with a pair, right? A pair of parents. A pair of parents. Pais, parents. E olha como tudo volta. Tudo volta de onde começou. País. Country. Country, no. No vídeo que eu fiz a live sobre, eu coloquei não diga country, coloquei uma vaca lá muito melhor do que a minha. É melhor assim.
It's better like this.
It's better this.
Like this.
Like this.
Not like that.
Can I explain? No. Okay, so it's better like this. Se você vai me dar alguma coisa, eu digo, não, muda isso. You give it to me again, and I say, it's better like this. If I have it in my hand. Okay? Remember, when we say things, if I say, I think we should have breakfast in 20 minutes. You say, no, I think we should have breakfast in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's better like that. Right? So anything spoken, 90% of things that are spoken, we use that and not this. Okay? It's better like that. Or if you give me something and I say, okay, then I give it to you, now you have it, and I say it's better like that, because it's not this, it's not here. Ok? Hoje é dia importante.
Then, excuse me.
Yeah.
É melhor assim, it's correct? It's better like that?
Yeah, it depends on the thing. Where is the thing? Do I have the thing? Is it on a piece of paper? If it's spoken, then it's that. Or if it's outside of my reach, then it's that. So it depends on the... Ingrid's going to ask a question. I'm so happy.
Can I say that's better that way?
Okay, so the same kind of thing. So if I want to say in general, it's better that way. Now if I want to say aquilo que você me falou, then it would be that's better that way. Yeah, it's possible. It's less used. It's less used, but it is possible. Good. No? Somebody, I think someone was going to ask a question. is it just in my head? Just in my head. Okay, I think we're ready for breakfast.
Ah, eu ia responder o que de hoje é um dia importante.
Ok. Muito obrigado por estar aqui conosco nessa parte ao vivo. A primeira parte do módulo 13. Módulo 13 de lições 46 e 47, isso foi a lição 46. Vamos também fazer ao vivo a lição 47, daqui mais ou menos 1 hora. Então, volte, participe. Não pode participar, mas pode ficar falando consigo mesmo. E também não esqueça de se inscrever e dar um like para o vídeo, isso nos ajuda a colocar o vídeo na frente de mais pessoas. I am the teacher Willy. Keep studying and don't give up.